Bareilles? Bareilles?
You know,
Bareilles.
No, it's the E and the S has to be like.
Balegda.
It's Balegda.
Sarah
Anyway.
Bareilles.
Okay. Well,
Look for
pretty
the
much got it right.
Bareilles necessities.
Hey Ryan, do your best Jamaican accent. Go.
Balegda.
It sounded more like Indian.
It's
Sounded
a
more
really
like the,
funny. You got to watch the video of that.
You gotta
I
watch
don't know
the
how you
video
would
of that.
search it, but you got to
Funny.
find it. It's hilarious.
Okay.
It's not like the drum fill
Uh,
from Hotel California.
Bloop, 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 bloop. The first verse, it goes, head underwater, and they tell me to breathe easy for a while. The breathing gets harder, even I know that. It made room for me, but it's too soon to see.
Who's that?
If
Right.
I'm happy in your hands, I'm usually hard to hold on to. Blank stares at blank pages, no easy way to say this. You mean well, but you make this hard on me.
Did anyone else really struggle to like make a comment from the start? Like, I almost like couldn't let Chibs finish because I just wanted to fucking get straight into it. Like, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen when you try and breathing underwater, you stupid fucking person?
Yeah, well, if they're telling you to breathe, don't listen to them.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
are they?
Fucking psychopaths.
Head underwater. Breathe easy for a while you're under there. She's
I
like,
just imagine she's put her head underwater and some fish has come up and he's like, "Oh, look, mate, if you're just struggling, just fucking, all you got to do is just like breathe." And she's like, "Well, I don't have gills. Like they don't filter out the oxygen."
It's like the
She's
breathing's
"No,
getting
just-"
harder. The breathing's getting harder.
Maybe what
Yeah.
they really meant is like head underwater, as in like head west, something like that. Just head
Oh,
underwater.
no, that's too metaphorical, right? No. We're
I like
talking
how she
literal here.
says, the head underwater, they tell me to breathe easy for a while. And then I can just imagine her just having this light bulb moment going, wait, if I'm underwater, breathing gets harder. Oh, even I know that. Oh.
You think I'm some sort of idiot, don't you?
And then the people that have got her underwater, they're like, she's figured it out. She's not going to do it. She's not going to breathe underwater. Let her up.
Why do you think she's so unusually hard to hold on to?
She's slippery.
Is this from the water?
Yeah, she's
Covered in oil.
soaped herself up first.
She's slippery.
Slippery Pete.
Because being unusually hard to hold on to, if someone really doesn't want to be held on to, they're kind of hard to hold on. Like you got to have a real good bear grip, big bear hug on them.
Imagine taking her on a date. You're on this nice
Unusually
date.
hard.
You've had dinner and you end up getting some ice cream and going on the boardwalk, as is the tradition for most dates in movies.
The boardwalk.
And she
Is
puts
that
her
just-
hand. She puts her hands out, and she's like, "Oh, why don't you hold my hand?" And you put your hand down, and you're like, "Oh, no worries." And then you just can't, and you're like, "Oh, what the fuck? You're really hard to hold on to." Like, "Oh yeah, I didn't mention this at the start. I thought it'd be a bit weird." And you're like, "Well, it's fucking weirder now because you haven't. You didn't, I'm all shocked now."
Yeah. She's like, yeah, they call me Slippery Sarah. This is why.
Anyway, I'm gonna go
Nothing
jump
since
in the
birth-
water and put my hand under.
Since birth, I've been unusually hard to hold on to.
She's like, it's got its perks. I can rob banks. When the police try to catch me, they never can.
I can strip all my clothes off and run through a football field during a football match, and the security guards can't pin me down.
Nope, I just slip away.
Yeah, I'm a big
Bing.
big fan of streaking.
Being born was easy for me. I just slid out of there.
Unfortunately, I wasn't
at
caught.
tug of war and frisbee.
Slip,
Pros and cons.
slip and slides. I just call them slides.
You don't need the bloody soapy water. I just go in dry.
Slippery Sarah. Great. Okay. The chorus.
Oh, hang on. Blank stares at blank pages. Ooh, no shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, there's nothing on it.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm not gonna write you a love song because you asked for it, because you need one. You see, I'm not going to write you a love song because you tell me it's make or break. In this, if you're on your way, I'm not going to write you to stay. If all you have is leaving, I'm going to need a better reason to write you a love song today.
Real quick, Chibs. Let's pause this
Yeah.
episode because my housemate has just mentioned to me, he said, are you watching the cricket, cunt? Starkey's on a hat-trick after the first 2 balls of the match.
All right.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Continue. It's just fucking, it never happened. Anyway, continue.
Did we pause it?
He's probably already bowled it. Never mind.
Old slippery wicket.
Old slippery.
Yeah, so she's not going to write you a fucking love song, is she?
Well, fucking don't then. Next song. Let's go.
Pick another subject then.
I was
This
always,
is easy.
yeah. I was always confused by this because, like, I thought this was a love song. Like, is this is not a love song now? Like,
I don't think it is a love song.
No.
I think it's an anti-love song.
It
Yeah,
actually is an
I-
anti-love song. Like, she doesn't love him at all.
I always thought the lyrics were like, I'm not going to write your love song because you asked for it. Like, I'm going to write your love song because you need one. Like, because I want to write one for you. That's what I always thought. It was a reverse way of saying, like, yeah, I'm going to give you a love song. I will. Not because you asked for it though, but like because I really do love you. But she's just straight up saying, no, you're not getting
I don't
one.
give a fuck if you need it.
No.
You asked for it. You're not fucking getting it.
Yeah. And it's deceiving because this sounds like a love song.
It does sound like a love song.
Yeah. Can I just draw the listeners?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
Can I
Ryan,
just draw
you
the
fucking
listeners?
dog cunt.
Can I draw the
Oh.
listeners' eyes to the
Can
screen?
someone screenshot this so I can at least, when this podcast comes out,
The best part's when you
The
nod your head
fact,
at
the fact that Ryan lifted his head and the sheet got higher. Like he tucked himself in.
Ryan's off to Betty Pies.
So Ryan Beveridge,
Ryan Possum says, good night, boys and girls.
he's changed his little filter on our video to a little cute little baby in a
Teddy up.
in a teddy outfit, and he's all snug.
It's off the bed.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Anyway,
It's been a long week.
Me. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
so my whole thing is just, just don't write the fucking song then.
yeah.
Well, it's just kind of like, it's a bit rude. I mean, look, I wouldn't never ask someone to write me a love song.
What sort of
But it's kinda
dickhead
like-
has been like, oh, Sarah, you're always writing all those songs. Never written me a love song. Be like, oh, fucking dickhead.
Why
I'm not
asking
writing you a
this?
fucking song.
Yeah. I'm going to write you a song about how I'm not going to write you a song.
Well, not today,
Yeah.
anyway. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, not
So do you think he
Yeah,
kind
alright.
of got a bit? I mean, like obviously he didn't really get what he ordered. It's like when you go to a restaurant, and they're like, "Oh, can I get the salmon?" They're like, "Well, we're out of salmon. We'll give you barramundi." And you're like, "Well, it's still fish."
I'm not going to cook
So
you
thanks.
salmon.
So he's gotten the song, but it's not a love song. But he's still gotten the song. So do you think he's still won?
Yeah, he's definitely the winner.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, in have you guys seen the extras with Ricky Gervais?
yes, I love
There's
that.
that one episode where he ends up in the thing with David Bowie and he's like chatting to Bowie about like
Little fat man.
yeah, and then Bowie starts singing a song about him, which would be an honor. But yeah, all the lyrics are about how fucked he is. He's like,
Yeah.
short little fat man blows
Yeah,
his stupid brains out. Like now, in that scenario, like you still win. Like Bowie wrote a song about you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Have you
completely
been behind the
on his
scenes of
mind.
that scene? Apparently, Ricky Gervais was talking to David Bowie, and he's like, "Yeah, if you could just write something like in that sort of vein of Life on Mars," and Bowie goes, "Oh yeah, I'll just shit out another fucking Life on Mars for you." Anyway,
Yeah. Okay. The second verse. Oh, have I already read the second verse?
no, that was a
No.
long,
No, I
it's a
haven't
long
yet.
chorus.
No,
Fuck
no.
me. All right. Second verse. I learned the hard way that they all say things you want to hear. And my heavy heart sinks deep down under you and your twisted words. Your help just hurts. You are not what I thought you were. Hello to high and dry. Convinced me to please you. Made me think that I need this too. I'm trying to let you hear me as I am. Fuck me, that
Sorry,
is
does
confusing.
any of that make sense?
No,
For me, like
that was
I interpret this
confusing.
song as like this is like the corporate producers going, you need to write a love song, like a hit pop love song, and her version of that is to say, "Here's a fuck you" to whoever's told her to write that.
Yeah, that's
You
that's
know
right.
when people have those little personal recorders and they're like, "Oh, note to self, blah 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 blah." They just always put little
Pocket
things in
cut.
there, like little things.
Pocket.
Is that? It's just like she's like, "Oh, 1 second. The time is 10:09. Convinced me to please you. Okay, carry on." Like, what is the context? What?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just words. It's just
Yeah.
a bunch of words.
You are not what I thought you were. Line to follow that. Hello to high and dry. It definitely seems like that's what she did.
Yeah,
it's really
it is.
just bullet points more than
It's the
it is-
ramblings of a mad woman.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Like,
I'm not gonna read the next chorus. The bridge. Promise me that you'll leave the light on to help me see with daylight, my guide gone. Because I believe there's a way you can love me because I say.
yeah, what?
Sorry, I don't think there's a single person in the world who has been at home during the day. During the day, the sun's out, and they've gone into their bedroom, and just by force of habit, they've turned their light on, and been like, "Oh, yeah, that's not doing anything."
I'm
But the thing is,
uncomfortable.
like, promise
What
me
the
you'll
fuck?
leave the light on to help me see in the daylight. I'd be like,
Like the sun.
get the fuck out of my house, you crazy bitch.
Yeah. How much more light could there be? And the answer is none. None more light.
I'm not
Yeah.
wasting electricity during the day.
Mm.
I'm not promising anything.
Yeah.
You won't write me a love song. I'm not leaving the fucking lights on.
No love song, no lights on.
These are
Maybe
the
that's what he
goddamn
was
rules
saying.
of this house.
Can you write me the lights on? And she was like, love song. He's like, no, lights on. Don't leave the lights on. She's like, oh, I'll write you a love song. And he's like, no, just don't leave the
No,
lights on.
just it's the fucking daytime.
Mm.
I'm not gonna leave all
the lights on. Well, I hope not.
She must have quite the electricity bill. She's got the lights on
Oh.
during the day.
Mm.
Like, it's completely impractical. Why don't
Yeah.
does you reckon she turns them off at night? She keeps them going through the night as well.
She leaves the aircon on during the day just so that she comes home to a cold house.
Well,
I
maybe
reckon.
because she lives underwater, she's so far down that natural light does not.
She
not
lives in
reach
a
it.
submarine.
Yeah, she lives in the Marianas
Yeah.
Trench.
That's where the Meg is.
That's where all the cool shit happens.
I'm not going to read the last chorus because just when you think the chorus can't get any longer, she sings it about 7,000 times more.
Hmm.
But it ends with the word today. There you go.
Resolve.
We got one line different at the end. If your heart is nowhere in it, I don't want it for a minute. Babe, I'll walk the 7 seas when I believe that there is a reason to write your love song today.
Ah,
she stopped
this is
holding her
back to
breath.
the ocean
Now
again.
she's
Mm.
bloody walking the 7 seas. So she's just
What,
some kind
what
of
is she? Jesus Christ?
Yeah, some kind of Jesuit figure.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Jose. Josy Fellatio of the ocean.
The Jossie Fellatio of the ocean.
Some kind of aquatic Jesus.
Also, she's not writing him a love song, but she's completely okay with calling him babe. Like, that's misleading. Don't
Well,
be doing that
she's-
to a man's heart. Christ. Well, she is Christ, so fair enough.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe she means the pig.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
babe.
Jesus pig.
That'll do, pig.
Yeah, that babe the pig.
The very
Baby.
same.
She is Farmer Hoggett.
Do you know I had an argument with someone the other day because I said something? Someone at work. I had an argument with them because I
You
don't
had
know
an
what they-
argument at work.
Yeah. Would
That
you
bad.
fucking
Yeah.
believe it? I mean, who's had an argument at work? I mean, not me, but anyway. No, I said something. I don't know what we were doing, but at the end of it, I was like, "Oh, that'll do, pig." And they're like, "You know, it's donkey." I'm like,
Oh,
You know that donkey came from pig, and they're like, no, like it's from Shrek. I'm like, no,
You're like,
Shrek got it from
Shrek
Babe.
is from everything
Yeah.
else.
And they're
Actually,
like,
Babe
nah,
2,
what's
Pig
Babe?
in the City.
Mm.
I heard the song from Babe a little while ago, and I'd forgotten that song existed.
Oh
And
yeah.
I've forgotten it again, but
Bar
good
Ram
song.
you.
No, the other one.
Good song.
Something about a summer's day or something.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah. Thanks for indulging. Thanks for coming to my TED talk.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
good one.
Wait,
So
by
this-
the way, whoever said that at your work, Ab, can fuck right off.
Oh, fucking.
I hope you hit him. I hope
Yeah.
you hit him with something sharp.
I mean, I'm getting fired next week because of sexual harassment, but fuck, that's fair
I
enough.
tell you
Oh,
what.
now I'm going to have to sexually harass you.
I definitely didn't mean to put sexual harassment in that sentence. I just meant to put normal harassment.
I'll teach
There
you a
was
lesson.
none of that happening.
If you're going down, you might as well go down in flames.
A lot of people I work with actually listen to this, and they're going to be like, "Who was it?"
Who was it? It's Jeff. Jeff from accounting.
Yeah, from accounts.
It was if I had
Sam
words.
sexually harassed me. So I said it was a donkey.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking to Zav about Shrek, and he just fucked me.
Something about an onion.
Oh, fuck.
It was bizarre.
Came out of nowhere.
Oh.
Uh,
None of,
well,
none
Sam's,
of the
I think
sexual
Sam's,
harassment thing is real, by the way.
Sam's going to Sam's going to be really available to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Might do some
Hey
research.
guys, I know it's Wednesday at 4:00 in the afternoon, but you guys keen to do an episode or?
No, we still have jobs, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Fucking
where
hell.
the fuck are we?
So this song
Another
was
wine.
written. It was written by Sara Bareilles. Bareilles. Bareilles.
Beret. I thought it was a beret.
Berry
Literally just
lettuce.
Yeah.
You know
And,
the Palace of Versailles? You know how it's like Versailles or but it's actually
Yeah.
just Versailles. That's what I thought
Yes.
her name was like.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, look,
Bevo
who gives
seems
a
to
fuck?
know.
Let's move on, for fuck's sake, Zav.
Yeah. So apparently, like what Bevo said, the how this song came about is that she kept submitting songs to her label, and having them turned down, and they wouldn't even let her go into a studio until she had a hit. And she wrote this song out of frustration at her label. So it's not actually about a dude; it's about her record label executives.
Well, would you bloody believe it? I have
Yeah.
blown my
Yeah.
mind that by
I
hearing
like
that.
that.
It's actually this is actually from her second studio album. So she'd already had a hit album, and they were still like, yeah, look, Sarah, I'm gonna need a love song.
She's
I
like,
need a
boy,
love song,
I'll
dude."
bloody show you.
Yeah.
It starts out, bam, 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 ba-da-da-da. The label's like, okay, you finally came to the party, eh? Gets to the chorus, not gonna write you a love song. The label's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to sexually harass you. So it was released on the 16th of June 2007, but it didn't reach the top 10 of the Billboard charts until the first week of 2008. So it's out for 6 months before it got to the top 10.
It
Interesting.
was also a
Fucking
free
slow
song
burn.
on iTunes for 3 days.
Yeah, it was.
It's one of those things where, like, the word love song, or the title of a song called love song, I can think of 4 other love songs straight off the top of my head. It's a hard thing to search for.
Yeah.
Harder
Well-
now than it was in maybe 2007, but
I was impressed with my Google because I did love song lyrics, and it was the first thing that
That
popped
was the
up. I
first
like,
thing that came
what
up for
the
me
hell?
too. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
man, they got that
Google start
worked
to know
out.
where you're at with this
The second
podcast.
thing that came up for me
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
love song generator. And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
fuck.
let's
It was,
give this
and
a
it was
crack."
exactly the same lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just pumps this out.
Instead of I'm not, it was just I am going to write you a love song because you asked me to. Because I am an auto generator.
Her 2 albums after this were both nominated for Album of the Year Grammys, but not this album. How's this? She wrote all the original music for the Broadway show Waitress, in which she played the lead character as well as all of the original music for the Broadway musical SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
And it's her second Tony nomination. I think she's got about 5 Tony nominations all up. So she does a lot of Broadway. She writes all the original stuff and performs.
This song
in the
does sound
Broadway
very,
shows.
very Broadway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Also, did you guys see how long that the length of the song is for the album version?
It's like 4 minutes something.
420 blaze it.
The only other note I made here was that 4 Year Strong do an amazing cover of this
Yep.
on one of the Pop Goes Punk
Yep.
albums.
Oh.
Yeah,
They got the range to pull that off.
it's really, really good. So it was produced by Eric Ross, who has produced people such as Tori Amos, Chris Isaac, Maroon 5, and our own Delta motherfucking Goodrum.
That was very underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Half there, Zev.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Is it just me, or is this the harshest piano sound you've ever heard in your entire life?
Yeah, velocity is up there.
Really crazy because I actually really like it.
I don't say it's not that I don't like it,
Yeah.
but it is. It
Interesting.
seems like every track is like clipping and peaking, like just redlining, and all they've done is like instead of pulling any faders down, they just went with the master, like just pulled the master down.
Yeah.
Everything else is just fucking.
Very
It
in
sounds
your
like the
face,
whole
isn't
thing's
it?
clipping.
Not to
Yeah.
jump to the video, but one scene in the video, it shows her hand going, da, 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 da. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, any normal situation, like they turn it right up in the video clip. They're like, they probably don't play like that. She probably does play it like that, going off how that
Sounds like she does play it like that.
Yeah, she's playing it hard.
Mm.
The only other thing I made a note for with the production was that the double-tracked vocal in the chorus seems about 4 to 5 milliseconds off.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's meant to be like to really thicken the sound, but you can obviously tell that it just hasn't been lined up.
That was always
correctly.
my trick back in my TAFE music course days, where I didn't want to double track things, so I would just copy paste and then
Drag it back.
push it a couple of milliseconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
ADT, I called that.
good
Yeah.
or a doubling technique.
Yeah, automatic double tracking.
Oh, right. Yeah, I had a little note for that. I really like that. I'm a big doubles fan. Like I love when you can hear
Tennis,
Yeah.
it. Just things that
Biking,
are doubled.
trouble.
Yeah.
Biking, is that what you said?
Yeah. You know those bikes with the 2 seats?
Did Bev say trouble?
Yeah,
Why am I
double.
behind at all this? I'm just catching up.
Oh, dude, Chibs, when you just said the bikes with the 2 seats, I immediately just went to like
Team
I
Rocket.
thought that you said that fucking bikes with 2 wheels, and I was like, a bike.
So
I
just
was
the
talking
bike.
about unicycles.
Yeah, you got the unicycle, the bicycle, the tricycle.
Yeah. Imagine you get 2 unicycles, right? And then you chuck a stick between them.
No, you're fucking joking. That's not a thing.
You got the quad cycle.
Oh,
also
then you're
known
going to
as
tell
a
me there's a
car.
place to put your fucking hands on it.
Nah.
to get a handle on it.
Anyway, yeah, I do like the doubled vocals. I like the sound of them.
Mm.
They've done well there.
Oh, good stuff. All right, Bevo, tell me about this video, mate.
Okay, hit it.
Here's the video facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan B. It's a terrible song, and I know you agree. It's the music video summary.
With Bevo.
This is a long one. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
A man walks into a bar and sits down on a bar stool, placing a small brown bag on the counter next to him. He signals to the bartender and then proceeds to down three shots of scotch. The bartender, being no fool, asks, "Hey man, what's wrong?" Without replying, the man slowly reaches over and grabs the brown bag. Opening it, he pulls out a tiny piano. To the bartender's surprise, he reaches back in and pulls out a tiny man, who couldn't be standing more than a foot tall, dressed in a full tuxedo. The tiny man walks up to the piano, pulls out the piano bench and carefully sits down. He then continues to play some of the most beautiful, soothing music the bartender has ever heard. "Where on earth did you get this, little man?" "Oh, I have a genie." "Oh, I have a genie." The bartender can barely contain his excitement. "You do? Can I see it?" Of course, says the man, pulling out an ornately decorated lamp. The bartender takes the lamp and rubs it out and pops a genie. "You have summoned me. What is your one wish, sir?" "I want $1 million, the bartender shouts. Immediately, the room begins to fill up with ducks. Feathers are flying everywhere. The other patrons begin screaming and running for the doors. As the ducks continue to appear out of thin air, the bartender looks frantically at the man with the brown bag, who has a sly smile on his face. "What happened? I didn't ask for these ducks." "Well, do you think I asked for a 12-inch pianist?"
Fuck, that's your best bet. Yeah, that's the
That's
best one.
great.
Oh, that's very
Wow.
Thank you.
Imagine the horror when that wish got granted. I want a 12-inch penis. Okay, you asked for it.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Yeah, and then you just feel responsible for him. You're like, fuck, what am I going to do? I can't just leave him. It's my fault he exists.
Kill it.
Yeah, you could. Like, what are you going to do? It's like you'd be like your little son.
Does anyone have a
You'd put
fucking
him in a
anything
booth.
to say about the video after that?
Nah,
A
actually,
couple of things here. So
I really prefer everything Beveridge said to the video.
it was good. It was directed by Josh Forbes.
That rich guy.
Yeah.
The guy that owns the magazine.
He's in publishing. Yeah. He's done videos for Good Charlotte, Alkaline Trio, The Offspring, Metro Station, Coheed and Cambria, and our mates, the Bare Naked Ladies.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. I made a note here that a bunch of pervs just paid for a peep show while Sarah eye fucks the shit out of them.
Pretty
Oh.
much.
Yep.
And it only costs
that-
10 cents.
10 cents to get eye fucked.
But having said that, when she puts the coin in the gear slot and mucks the thing up,
Yeah.
the guy checks it out and he sees it for the first time. So
Yeah.
maybe they don't know that she's in there.
Mm.
I got another theory. Is there something a little extra happening off camera in this peep show? It seems to be very popular.
The Dave Grohl
It's a
lookalike
very
comes
popular. Yeah, it's a very popular peep show. Like, you reckon that many people turn up just to see, like, what they think is just a pretend person play a piano?
Mm.
No.
in. I think we're getting it wrong. I think people just hear a love song in the booth. They don't realize that she is actually performing the song.
They can't see through that whole thing.
No, yeah. She can see them, but they can't see her.
How do you know?
I mean, well, she picks the
But
coin
the hole
up.
opened for the guy at the start.
She's like as big as the coin, though, when she picks the coin up. Like,
yeah.
you're not going to walk into a shop and then the other side of the room be like, oh, 20-cent piece over there. Like, you wouldn't really see anyone if they were
No.
that size.
I would.
No.
I'm very struggling for cash.
There-
He sniffs those coins out.
Yeah.
But yeah, old mate comes in
Smells
to do
silver.
the maintenance, and he's like, "How did this bloody 10-cent coin get in the gears?" And he shines his torch in, and that's when he sees it.
oh, there's a little woman. I mean,
Ah.
there's a little woman. Oh, my God.
Ah, this is that 12-inch penis I've been hearing so much
Can
about.
you imagine? Can you imagine seeing a small woman like
Playing
the
a
size
ba-
of your
grand piano.
index finger and just reacting like, "Ah, yes, there's a small woman." Like, there's no way
hello,
you'd
small
be like,
woman.
"What the fuck have I smoked?"
Yeah.
And you see at the end,
It's
he
a
gives
gas
her
leak in here.
he gives her the coin, which like
Yeah.
what? Is she going to the bank with that thing?
There's your day's earnings, love. Have a good one.
There's your tuppence.
I did make a note here that for a pop star she's very like just normal looking woman, but that also makes her seem to be very attractive.
Because she's
Yeah,
just
I'm
real.
very attracted to her.
Yeah, what's that about?
I
She's
don't know.
real.
Interesting, isn't it? Maybe that's what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
There's a lot more cred in this. Like, clearly she's written her own song. She's playing her own piano. You know, there's no.
She's
fucking-
told the label to go and get bloody effed. I'm writing what I want to write. I'm not going to write what you want me to write.
She's the
Yeah.
anti LMFAO, really.
Yeah, anti red foo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have one YouTube comment.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Starcom Taekyon 8 months ago. Sarah writes a love song. Producers who wanted a love song. You weren't supposed to do that.
I've got a very similar comment. It's just someone has written exactly like, okay, here we go. From 6 months ago, I can't even pronounce the name of their account because it's stupid. Yeah. It's so funny how her producers wanted her to write a love song to become famous, yet became famous for writing one about how she didn't want to write one. Yes, that's correct. Well
Right.
done.
Oh, I do have one more. It's from Ayana Arrington. And it just says, Sagittarians, can you relate? I don't know. There is a bunch of comments on there as well, just about people that are like just frothing over her. Like, girl got cheekbones for real.
Not for fake.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Do they get cheekbone implants?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Like,
wouldn't
they
put it past them.
Get Botox and all that sort of thing? I don't really know
All
much
that
about it.
stuff. I don't know, mate.
I'll
I
get
don't know.
cheekbone implants this week, doctor. Shove some bone in me cheeks. Now my forehead's full and my bloody lips are out there. Trying to work on my cheekbones.
I don't know who I'm personally. I really don't.
Bloody working on me smiley chops.
I don't know who I'm impersonating. To be totally honest.
See, I've got a small child and he watches this show called Steve and Maggie.
Yep.
And it's on YouTube Kids, and that was the perfect impersonation of Maggie, who is a magpie with the most annoying fucking voice of all time. Yeah, and Steve is this like giant fat homo pommy dude.
Oh, I just saw another comment, and it was from Tristan Rees. Says, who else agrees that this song sounds exactly like I Just Haven't Met You Yet? And now I'm like, fuck.
That's
Wait, what's that
Tumbler,
song?
isn't it?
I just haven't met you yet.
I don't know it.
Yeah. It's the same song. It actually is.
What
Shit.
came first?
The chicken or the egg? Ooh, I don't know.
Zav does the
Sav does
the
that, man.
evolution.
Zav does the evolution.
Yeah.
Does anyone find themselves tapping your foot when you listen to this song? Anyone?
Yeah.
No, well, I don't really tap my foot, but I do move my head weirdly sometimes.
I was like,
And yes,
I have found myself to be doing that a lot.
I'll save it for my rating.
Yeah. A little bit of legacy here for you. It was nominated for 2009 Grammy Awards in the categories of Song of the Year and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. It spent 19 weeks in the top 10 and an overall 41 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 4. It peaked at number 4 in the UK singles charts and the Australian ARIA charts. It also reached number 1 on the Canadian Hot 100. And in February 2012, VH1 placed it in the 80th spot on the top 100 greatest women in music
Yeah.
for Sarah.
I mean, yeah.
She is worth... How much she worth?
Oh, look.
Guess? Guess?
I'm going to
4
say,
million. 4
nah,
million.
I'm going to go like 20 million because this song's got 98 million views. And if she wrote it, surely she's...
I think she's got more money from her Broadway stuff
Yeah.
than this.
I'm going with
but
20.
4.
24. What do you got,
I reckon,
Bevo?
I reckon it's low. It's maybe like 3.
She's worth $16 million.
Oh, D-Rex was the
okay.
closest.
Yeah.
D-Rex closer.
Yeah, shut that
Nice
up.
one. Well done.
Good on her. I'll say bloody good on her. Let's rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it. Now it's time to rate this shit.
You always hear the song when they in their head.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
no.
so-
Do you hear the song out loud because we play the song
Yeah.
on the podcast
Yeah, that's right.
live? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Coming at you live.
you live.
Live from New York.
Live from
It's
each of our
1001 songs that make you want to die live.
It's Wednesday night.
Okay, so how long is your head underwater? 10 being it's under there for so long that you black out and vomit in your own mouth and die.
Whoa.
I think drowning is the most painful way to die, or one of the most painful ways you can die, because it hurts the whole time.
Wouldn't be fun. And one being that you're just under there for just like a baptism, like a real quick little in and out.
They've told
Which
you to
as a
breathe
baby
in,
just
but
feels like
You're
the
so
most
slippery that even water doesn't
Yeah.
stick to you.
Yeah, you don't even know if you're in water or out of it. It's the same.
they've told you to breathe in while you're underwater, but you've cleared on pretty quick that that's probably not going to work out well for you. So
Yeah,
you've
no.
got
The
out
only
of
thing
it.
that I can think of where you would breathe underwater, like without really thinking about it, is if you're snorkeling and you kind of like, oh, I just want to go a bit deeper, just want to catch something down here, like a bit of a reef there.
Or if you
And
take some
yeah, and-
gillyweed.
Yeah. And you know the snorkel tube, mouth tube thing,
Yeah,
it goes
yeah,
under
yeah.
the water and you forget, and then you
The
take a big
snorkel.
suck and you're like,
Yeah, I've never done that, but yep.
neither.
Yeah, I usually know if I've got a snorkel in my mouth or not.
And how long that snorkel is in comparison to the height of the water.
Depth. You mean?
Sometimes
Yeah,
when
that-
you're under the water, like depth perception is hard. You know when you go to the aquarium and they make things look bigger than what they are? Water, hey? Moving on.
What do you give this, Zav?
I've just decided I'm not going to fucking talk ever again. But I'll rate it first. This is such a fucking good song. I don't fucking understand. Am I
This
missing
was
something?
a list. It was a request.
It was a request.
by
Yeah. We know who this is from, and
fuck. Who requested it again?
Jess.
Jess.
Where
Jazz,
yeah,
Jazz.
this song is like a solid fucking 2 for me.
Yeah, man. Good on you.
Fuck, you hate
Good
it.
song. Good song.
Why is it not a 1 then? Fuck
Yeah.
with.
Because I'm a big fucking idiot.
Because if it plays in a club at midnight, he's probably not
Yeah.
sticking around.
It's 3 a.m. and they've called last drinks, and I've got 2
Head
options.
underwater.
Yeah. Horses has already
Sing on
been
that.
played.
You're not gonna write you a love song. So I was going, yeah, Coco Jumbo,
yeah. Come on.
Here we go, getting smooth to the groove. Watch the ladies go. Where's the groove? Where's the smooth? Now I gotta go so Coco.
But just before I go, I'm just gonna write you a love song.
Put me up, put me down. Dan Southern.
I'm gonna give this a 2 as well.
Lovely.
Because when that came on, I was like, awesome. This is a great song. And I was very pleased. It was actually going to be a 4. And then I found out she wrote it. And I was like, man. And then she's in SpongeBob. Like, good on ya. Yeah.
Bevo.
Are you ready, kids?
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Can't hear.
Do the next bit.
Aye, aye, Captain.
No, the next bit.
Wait, what the fuck are you
What?
doing?
Oh.
I've never seen SpongeBob.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Started out good and then it ended up the same way every cartoon does. Anyway,
Better.
Sara Bareilles.
What?
I'm giving
Oh,
this a 2 as well, and it's only because I actually am a fan of Sarah, and this is not her best song, but it's pretty
Oh.
good.
What's her best song?
The song that is an actual love song.
Brave is really good, but I really, really, really like her cover of "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road" by Elton John.
Yeah, but it's a cover, so Irrelevant.
And King of Anything.
May as well
Good.
may as well be a greatest hits album, right?
But I do urge you to check out her version of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road because it's stunningly good.
You urge me?
I do.
I don't like,
Really, I do.
I don't like to be urged.
do.
I don't like to be urged to do
It's
anything.
like being told to breathe underwater.
If someone,
happy.
someone urges me to do anything, I'm immediately sus. Like, what do you want?
What's so fucking urgent about it?
When someone urges you, like when you were going to do the dishes and you haven't done them yet, and then your mum's like, "Can you do this?" And you're like, "Well, I'm not going to now because you said to."
Yeah.
That's why I was hesitant to say, but I don't give a fuck if you don't listen.
Like,
Oh,
As the
fuck,
great
I'm
Molly
definitely gonna listen
Meldrum
now.
said, stop what you're doing, do yourself a favour, check it out.
I'm just saying, if
listen
I'm somewhere.
listen to Taxi Ride.
Yeah. Oh, no, Molly, I won't. I'm saying, if I'm somewhere and there's someone
I shan't.
in front of a room and they're like, oi, go in there. I'll be like, what do you mean? They're like, I urge you to go in this room.
Yeah, you'd be like, fucking,
Like,
what's in there? Only what you bring in
no.
with you. Okay, Yoda. Oh, look, it's me, fucking dad. I'll chop his face off. Oh, it's me. And
This
Roll
room.
I don't
Empire
know, I
Strikes
don't
in
know
there.
what that is either. What the fuck are you talking
Empire
about?
Strikes Back.
Star
mate.
Wars.
Is that Star Trek?
Yeah. Spooloo
This
is in
room,
there.
I think. You should go in there.
Dr. Spooloo is in there, and it's his face on his mask, and bloody
Bones.
Zingu and
Pingu.
Where the fuck is this going, mate?
I don't know.
Can I rate it or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, go please.
I'll give it a 1.
Nice.
Give it a 1.
Good on ya.
Is this
Fucking
gonna be
awesome.
Great. I don't know
What's
why
up
this
on-
got
what's
made the
on
podcast.
bottom of the list at the moment.
I think Bound 2 is the best rated one, and then It Wasn't Me.
Ooh.
Wasn't
But this
I?
might be there. Yeah, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
It's a great
Such a good
song.
song. It's such a good
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this Jess chick.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
sitting there going, yeah, I got a bit ripped off. On
You
this
can
one."
just you can smell cred a mile away, hey. Where it's like
Yeah.
a song's been charted out or it's been thought about and made with a bit of love.
Yeah.
I
You know.
lost the ability to smell 20 years ago, so I don't know what that's like.
You're like, mate.
That explains your
Like,
Coco
20
Jumbo
years ago.
school.
Or here. Who's talking?
Yeah.
All right, make sure you follow us and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Wherever you get your fucking podcasts.
Wherever you get 'em.
And follow us at all the social medias.
You're all a bunch of fucking idiots and we hate you so much. Fuck
I
off.
think you guys are all right, though.
Instagram,
No,
Instagram,
fuck everyone.
TikTok,
You
Facebook,
guys are very nice.
Twitter,
And thanks
all
for
that stuff.
being you.
Thanks for being
What's going on? Oh,